Roberta Bondar, astronaut, neurologist, physician, educator, photographer, born December 4, 1945 in Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario. Roberta Bondar is the second of two daughters born to Edward and Mildred Bondar. Her parents encouraged her interests and supported her passion for science by building a laboratory in their basement, and their gift of a camera when she was young sparked a lifelong interest in photography. Bondar's high school guidance counselor attempted to dissuade her from pursuing science as a career because it wasn't a subject suitable for girls. Undeterred, Bondar went on to complete a degree in zoology and agriculture at the University of Guelph and earned her pilot's license at the same time. She earned a Master of Science in Experimental Pathology from the University of Western Ontario in 1971, a PhD in Neuroscience from the University of Toronto in 1974, and a Doctor of Medicine from McMaster University in 1977. In 1983, the National Research Council of Canada created the Canadian Astronaut Program to recruit Canada's first astronauts. Bondar applied immediately and was admitted after 6 months of rigorous testing. Her studies and clinical work on the human nervous system were particularly relevant to experiments that were going to be carried out on the first Canadian spaceflight. In 1984, Bondar began her training with NASA in Texas. On January 22, 1992, Roberta Bondar became the first Canadian woman and the first neurologist in space. She flew aboard Space Shuttle Discovery, the only Canadian and woman of the 7 crew members of NASA mission STS-42. Her role as the payload specialist for the first international microgravity laboratory mission led her to conduct over 40 experiments in the Space Lab. The data from these experiments were critical in understanding the effects of space travel on the human body. Bondar left the space agency in 1992, but continued her research in space medicine. Following her retirement from the Canadian Space Agency, she studied nature photography and combined two of her greatest passions, science and art, by establishing the Roberta Bondar Foundation, a non-profit environmental awareness organization. Roberta Bondar's achievements have earned her many national and international accolades. In Canada, there have been schools, resource centers, gymnasiums, and scholarships named after her. She has been appointed to honorary positions in dozens of organizations and is a member of a variety of associations. Bondar was featured on a Canadian postage stamp as part of a Canadian astronaut series. She is the recipient of over 25 honorary doctorate degrees and is a Fellow of the Royal College of Physicians in Canada. Bondar is also a recipient of the NASA Space Medal, Queen Elizabeth II's Diamond Jubilee Medal, a Companion of the Order of Canada, and is an inductee of Canada's Medical Hall of Fame and Canada's Walk of Fame. Roberta Bondar, trailblazer and passionate environmentalist, a role model and inspiration for girls and young women everywhere to make a difference in this world.